warm welcome to an all-new season of TCR Asia. This year marks the series' 4th anniversary, and in that short time, it's multiplied in both stature and size, with national championships growing up across the region. The Asian International Championship is going from strength to strength. The last 3 seasons, the series has been dominated by Volkswagen, Kurt Tremmel's Ensler Motorsport team. They're here to defend their title with a new lineup and 3 new cars as they head to the first practices and race 1 at the Sepang International Circuit in Malaysia. The question in the paddock on everyone's minds is who is going to stop them in 2018. If there is a chink in the Ensler armour, it could be that they plumbed for youth and speed this season, with 2 teenagers and a South American in only his 2nd season of racing in Asia. That said, team patron Franz Ensler, and multiple Asian champion himself, is putting his faith in his 18-year-old protege and son, Luca Ensler.
We made a decision with the family because in Germany I still go to school, so it's both serious, and in the end my mom and my dad also said, Luca, if you want to do it, we're trying to help you, we're trying to fix it, and in the end, yeah, of course I'm happy to for every race I will drive, so yeah, it was a decision from the whole family, you can say.
Ensler is fresh off winning the Middle Eastern TCR series, which he won in his first try.
Yeah, it's tough doing both series, like in TCR Germany and TCR Asia, and for me I always winning as many races as possible, and in the end trying to win the championship. It's going to be not easy, it's a tough series, we have a lot of good drivers here, but yeah, I tried to learn, and yeah.
Back home in Germany, Ensler was Rookie of the Year last year. So what are his aspirations here in Asia?
Well, I guess it will be tough. But I think on one lap we're very fast. Qualifying is always, for me, very good. Doesn't matter if TCR Middle East or TCR Germany, in qualifying I was always really fast.
He's certainly learning his racecraft, but what about his school education?
Yeah, there are 2 things. School is of course important, but for me the focus is now really on racing. I want to do my own career, I want to do something big in motorsport, and school is over in about 1 month, and yeah, I want to do the school finish, but then it's the focus full on racing.
His teammate is equally young and is the first recipient of the Sepang Talent Development Program, Malaysia's Mitchell Cheer.
I got picked as the winner of the shootout in January out of the 4 drivers, which gave a very tough challenge and a very close competitiveness out of the 4 of us, and I got picked. So I'm very proud and happy to be here under the maximum support of Sepang.
The chance to work with Asia's top touring car team is a dream come true.
The car feels good. It's a good team. Team Ensler has won the championship for the past 2 years. They give very good support to me ever since I started practicing. I have a very good feeling with this car.
Racing at home in Sepang, he's out to impress immediately.
The track is an advantage for me because I already drove this track for many years now. Now it's just for me to get used to the car, and I think I have a feeling I'll do very well in this weekend.
One of the men who helped pick Mitchell is Malaysia's first Formula 1 star, Alex Young, the perfect mentor.
Alex is a very good driver and of course the first Malaysian to be in F1. And ever since the shootout, when I got selected by Alex to be part of the TCR Asia, I've been very close in contact with him, and I'm of course learning a lot from him and taking a lot of advices that he gives me to be a better driver.
So a big season ahead for this Malaysian teenager. So what goals has he set himself for his first season?
My target for this weekend, for any race weekend, has never changed, and that will always be to win the race weekend, because that's the best and the most satisfying feeling. And yeah, I aim to win this weekend, especially in my home track.
Both youngsters will rely heavily on the 3rd member of the team, the experienced Ecuadorian Diego Moran, who who won at Sepang this time last year in his debut weekend, led the championship in the first half of the year.
It's a big learning curve for me. Last year, it was the first time for me to drive a TCR car in my life. Now I already have some experience, so this is good, and this is why I feel more confident.
But will the new Ensler lineup keep their winning streak?
Well, I think as everyone here, we want to win. We are all here to win races and win the championship, so this is my target. I guess is the shared target for all the people that is racing here, but I will try my best.
Moran has won a lot of production races back home in Ecuador. Formula One circuits here in Asia are taking his career to a new level.
I feel good. I feel confident. I'm being faster every time I go out. We are also improving the setup. We are doing some changes, and I hope for the next practice I can even improve. I think we already have one very good setup for the race, but maybe for qualifying we can improve for the best last time to optimize a little bit.
After qualifying and after 2 dry free practices, the lap times were dropping immediately in qualifying, with Ensler leading the way, the likes of Alex Liu struggling to stay in the hunt. Akash Nandi of R Engineering took his Honda Civic to 5th fastest, and Thailand's Chakraphan Dave at 2:18.9 got him inside the top 10. But at the end of first qualifying, it was Diego Moran who pipped both his teammates with a 2:16.919 to top the times. Mitchell Chia, 2nd place, and Luca Ensler in 3rd. Vongrapai of Thailand in 4th place ahead of Akash Nandi in 5th. On then to Q2, and Malaysia's Douglas Koo early on was in the top 10. Meanwhile, Mitchell Chia and Luca Ensler were on lap record pace, swapping fastest lap after fastest lap, with Ensler finally winning that battle by the nearest of margins, a 2:15.882 ahead of a 2:15.897. Couldn't be closer between the pair of them. Mitchell teaching Luca the track, Luca learning well. Akash Nandi takes 5th place for R Engineering in the Honda Civic, and just ahead of him, but having to settle for 3rd place this time, Diego Moran of Ecuador. His 2 teammates a little bit faster in this one, but it was a clean sweep for the VW Liqui Moly Ensler team. Pole position then going to Luca Ensler in his first try at the Sepang circuit. Confirmation of the results then. Luca Ensler, Mitchell Chia and Diego Moran leading the way for Volkswagen, and then a host of Hondas led by Lowe of Hong Kong and Akash Nandi in 5th.
Yeah, it was just a perfect lap. The team did a perfect job all over the weekend till now. Yeah, the car field, as I told, just perfect, and I'm really happy to be on pole position. It's the first time for me here. I need to say thank you to Mitch on Thursday. He teach me the track, and now we did it, and I'm quite happy.
I feel good, but my expectation was to smash the qualifying on pole, but P2 is fine. Very close. I wouldn't say it's very far away, so with my teammate especially, so it's a good qualifying session.
Well, I'm happy with my time. A little bit unfortunate because I lose some time in the 3rd sector, in the 1st sector, in my 2nd fast lap. But that's it. I mean, that's racing. It's part of it, and I know I'm confident I can improve, and I'll be in the battle for tomorrow.
I guess we're still trying out the car to make sure that everything works. It was a bit trying to get the heat in the rear tires, but made a few mistakes in Q2, but hopefully we'll be able to do a good race today.
Pretty well, better than expected. But we were hoping for a top 4, which I was able to get, but by my own mistake, I exceeded the track limits and lost my 4th position. But it's fine. Top 5 finish is still a good place to start from.
Pretty good, but not really as what I wanted. But for me, it's a good pace. P6.
Perfect conditions then here at Sepang for the first round of the TCR Asia Series for 2018. A long season ahead. And for the first time, the series will be going to Korea. They are now starting their national championship. Hyundai looking to come into the series as TCR grows throughout the region. let's get down to the first battle here at Sepang. And no rain in the air for a change, as we look down on the grid for the start of the first race. Can anybody stop the Ensler team, led by the youngster Luca Ensler? Mitchell Cheer from Malaysia on the front row, just where he needs to be. It should be a good battle all year between these two. They're good friends. Wonder how long that will last. Diego Moran, though, winner last time out here at Sepang. And then in fourth position is S.H. Lowe, making his debut from Hong Kong. Akash Nandi and Abdul Katir in sixth place for R Engineering in the Civic. Then from the Billionaire Boy Racing team, it's Noya of Thailand ahead of Vong Prai. Remember, the Thais racing for the Southeast Asian Championship. That's 3 rounds, including here at Sepang, and 2 in Thailand. So we'll be keeping an eye on the battle between the Thais. And further down, Elegant Racing's Alex Liu of Macau and the Viper Niza Racing Douglas Koo. Ivan Zeto also coming in for Maximum Racing, and Ajit Kasam in 15th position at the back. Well, this Malaysia circuit has seen some great races and nervous moments in the pits as we get ready to go racing for the 2018 season. What does it hold for Franz Ensler's son, Luca, who starts amazingly from pole? Out go the lights, away we go. Bit of wheel spin, a lot of wheel spin from Mitchell Cheer, and that loses him a lot of ground. Luca Ensler got away well, so too did Diego Moran. Moran up to second place already, and already putting the hurt on his teammate Luca. But he'll be looking in his mirrors and glides into the first corner here at Sepang. On the outside of turn 1 goes Lowe. On board with Akash Nandi, and whoa, sideways, completely sideways there by S.H. Lowe of Hong Kong, and he loses a lot of ground. Diego Moran almost bumping into the back of him. Now Lowe's just behind Cheer, and Cheer quite rightly defends his position as they go into 4, because that's one of the favourite overtakes. And whoa, Lowe tries around the outside, you can't do it there, and he's lost ground, and Moran's come through brilliantly on both Akash Nandi and Lowe as they head towards 5, side by side. So Akash Nandi with the perfect position to watch all this fighting ahead of him. And here comes Moran, and he's got by Lowe again and up to third place and goes in pursuit of his 2 teammates. Mitchell Cheer in second place, and the man leading the way and pulling away at the front, Luca Ensler. Back with Nandi in fourth position as they head through 7 and 8 and up towards 9. Another possible overtake at 9, but you've got to be a little closer than Nandi is right now. But the whole field gets through the first few corners without too much drama. S.H. Lowe, the man going sideways at turn 2, but recovering well. And it's still there in fourth position. There he is in the Honda Civic, chasing the VWs. And the real battle is on between Honda and VW this year. The Seats also will be a factor, I'm sure. But given, as we go on board with Abdul Katir, how much success the VW have had, it's going to be hard to stop them. But a new Honda Civic in the offing. WS Live waiting for that. Oh! What's happened here? Ivan Sveto is in the gravel and hitting the barrier by the looks of things as Abdul Katir down the back straight, looking for a move on the inside. Not getting a lot of space to make that move. And Abdul Katir in the all-new green colours of the new sponsor of fanskick.com. And sure enough, into the last turn, Abdul Katir makes his move, the cut man from Malaysia. Done that many times before. And that's classic overtaking at Sepang. Brilliantly done. 9 laps to go here in the first round of the 2018 series. Out front, Luca Ensler pulling away at the front. He's got a 1.8 second gap on his teammate Mitchell Cheer, who taught him the circuit, must have taught him well. And then 2.6 seconds off the lead is Diego Moran in third place as we look back at this battle in the midfield. Here's another look at what happened. I think there must have been some contact before because he lost his steering just before he turned into turn 5 and had nowhere to go. He just went straight on, did Sveto. So that's baptism of fire, poor man, but never mind. He'll be back for race 2. And a look, there is a bit of a lock up there. Meanwhile, that's car number 30. That's the Elegant Racing Wong Kion. Also a cup entry in the Seat for Macau. And Abdul Katir pulling away from that group. He was just in a big battle with. And he's done a good job in that last lap to get ahead of the Thais, who are in their own battle, of course. 59. That's Vong Prai, one of the amateurs from Thailand in the Honda Civic. A lot of pride in the Thais coming here to Malaysia. Then they'll go back to Buriram and Bangsan, the street circuit, in July. And by then, we should know who is going to win the Southeast Asian Challenge. Everybody's still dialing themselves in. Car's not that different from last year, but a little bit of race rust, I'm sure, as they watch on from the sidelines with 8 to go. Back to the leaders, Diego Moran, now with 7 to go. Still in 3rd place and still in touch with Mitchell Chia. Oh, not for long. Drive-through penalty for Diego Moran. And we're hearing from the stewards that he wasn't in his box at the start of the race properly. And so therefore, he's going to get a drive-through penalty. That's bitter disappointment for Diego Moran, of course, who won here in Sepang in his debut this time last year and was odds on for a podium. Now, when will he come in, I wonder? Well, he's not coming in this lap, but as long as he takes it in the next 3 laps, he'll be safe. But those are the highs and lows of motorsport. A 1st and 2nd for the Liqui Moly Ensler team, and then Diego Moran was going to make it the perfect finish, but now he'll have to do a drive-through, and that will knock him right back through the pack. He may still score some points with 6 to go, but it's Ensler, Chia, Moran and Lowe. Lowe will move up to 3rd place, and Akash Nandi will move up to 4. So a chance for SH Lowe in his debut, having gone almost sideways at the start. A little further back in the pack in the number 96. That's Lee Watana Varagul of Thailand, the only female in the race at the moment. And she is battling with the rest of those Thais for the points in the Southeast Asian Championship. She had a good season on the podium last year and looking to do the same again, if not get some wins under her belt. Now Diego Moran has surely got to come in very soon and take his drive-through. Down the back straight, you can see the gap between the top 3. And the question is, can Mitchell Chia get on level terms? Well, Kurt Tremmel and Franz Ensler looking rather annoyed at the situation, and well, they might, but in comes Diego Moran, and he'll take that drive-through now with 3 laps to go. Chia still pushing on, but he hasn't made too much impact so far on Luca Ensler. Ensler controlling this race, and Diego Moran, well, that will feel slow for him in the Continental-sponsored Liqui Moly Ensler team car. Kurt Tremmel, the team manager, looking rather disgruntled by it all. Meanwhile, back to the battle of the ties as the number 59 and the number 15. That's Nuya and Vong Prai. Vong Prai getting the better at the moment of the current Thai champion. That's Chadia Nua. And those two have been at it all race long. There you see it for 7th and 8th overall, but for the lead of the Southeast Asian Challenge trophy between those Thai drivers. You always come to Sepang and enjoy coming to Malaysia. It's the hop, skip and a jump from Thailand. And then we'll be headed to Buriram circuit, one of the best in Asia. Great place to go and visit. Great football team too. And then on to the street circuit of Bangsan, where anything can happen, as it did last year. And we got some real shenanigans right from the get-go on the start line in that tight street circuit. Franz Ensler watching on. Nervous moments for Dad, but just the same for the 18-year-old Luca. His first race in Southeast Asia. And as he comes round, he's got 1 lap to go now. Mitchell Chia, the Malaysian, part of the Sepang driver development program, has done a very good job in his first outing. But I don't think he's going to stop Luca Ensler, winner of the Middle East Championship, Rookie of the Year in Germany last year, and about to take his maiden victory in his first ever race in Asia. He dives through turns 2 and 3. Mitchell Chia has done a good job of keeping him honest. The gap, though, 2.3 seconds between them. And a best lap of 2:17.078 by Mitchell. And getting some help from the one and only Alex Young, the former Formula One star, who made his name right at this circuit many years ago. and continues to make his name around Asia in GT racing. All eyes then on the number 8. And it reminds me of when his dad was doing it some years ago. A multiple champion with BMW, Franz Hensler, went all the way to the dizzy heights of the World Touring Car Championship. And here he is on the top of the fence to greet his 18-year-old son, who will take his first victory here in Asia for Dad's team. What a moment. And Luca Hensler just didn't put a foot wrong throughout that race and will take the checkered flag here in round 1 of the TCR Asia Series for 2018. A 1-2 for the Liqui Moly Hensler team. Well done to them. Diego Moran will pick up points, but he's some way down the field, having had that drive-through. Across the line comes low in 3rd position. And a good start to the season, just what they wanted. Good conditions for racing. Everybody dialing themselves in. And just what we wanted. Well done to Maximum Racing as well, of Hong Kong. Getting Honda onto the podium again. But it's a 1-2 shutout by the Liqui Moly Hensler Volkswagen team. And just as Kantani Kasuri did last year with Tin Shi Tri, and of course the year before that, Andy Yan, the champion with the same team. The tradition continues. It's celebrations all round for the Hensler team. So well done to the youngster, Luca Hensler. It's been a long year already, winning the Middle Eastern Winter Series with 3 rounds under his belt to take the title. And now he's won round 1 here in Sepang in style. Confirmation of the result then, Luca Hensler and Mitchell Cheer. 1st and 2nd for Volkswagen. And then SH Low of Hong Kong in 3rd place ahead of Akash Nandi and Abdul Katir in 5th place. Vong Prai wins for the Thai competition ahead of Nua and Lee Watana Baragur. And Diego Moran did get back out on track and did get back into the top 10 for some points in the number 32 Volkswagen, finishing just ahead of KK Wong of Macau. So good recovery from Diego, despite that drive-through, which I'm sure he'll admit to. And a little further down, also from Macau, Alex Liu in 11th place, Davi of Thailand in 12th, then Douglas Koo for the Vipanese Racing team in 13th place, Anjit Kasam in 14th place, and Ivan Zeto left in the gravel at turn 5. So congratulations then to Luca Hensler. A new star in Asia is born. And I'm sure Franz Hensler remembers these times well, because he did it all before him 20 years ago. Let's head down to the press conference now and talk to Hensler Jr.
Yeah, I need to say thank you to the team. The car felt just perfect. It didn't was like that easy like it looked like, but in the start I had a bit of problem with oversteering, and in this temperature, you know, I'm from Germany here, it's quite tough going 11 laps, but in the end, yeah, it was just perfect. And yeah, I also need to say thank you to Mitchell. He teach me the track every corner, because you know he drove here like five years ago, and yeah, I just want to say thank you.
I'm not used to the start with the launch control, so thanks to Luca, he taught me how, but I'm still getting used to it, trying to learn, and it's my first time doing a race in TCR Asia with the launch control, so I'll do it better in the second race.
It's my first year to be in TCR Asia, and as a rookie, I think I do some great job, and I want to thank my teammate, and I want to thank my team and my sponsors. And although I think it's just some luck, because I think Diego Moran get into the pit for some reason I don't know, and but I will keep fighting, and I hope we can have a good race this afternoon.
In the Cup competition, it was the Honda Civic of Abdul Katir and our engineering with the win. In second place, KK Wong and Alex Liu of Macau for Elegant Racing in third place. Congratulations then to Abdul Katir. So then, plenty of action from round 1 as we kick off the 2018 series here at Sepang. Congratulations to a new star in the making in Luca Hensler. He takes the first victory. Plenty of drama all round. The we'll be back at the Sepang circuit for round 2. Until then, from me, Jonathan Green, goodbye for now.